isn't bad. He's done.
Level 5! Level 5!
Mean something.
We're Raging Rolls, a bunch of nerdy-ass Aussies who get together when we can to play Dungeons & Dragons, try out voices, and have a whole lot of chaotic fun. We stream on Twitch on Thursday nights, with the VOD available immediately after broadcast. A shorter form of our shows are available on YouTube the following week. If you enjoy what we do, hit that follow button or even subscribe to show your support for the stream and share your feedback with us.
Do we want to quickly stop and say hi to Nessie?
Yeah, as long as we don't try to ride on Nessie again. That didn't go so well last time.
No,
Just at least let her know that we've made it back.
I might go. Actually, that's not the worst idea. Why don't you guys head into town? I'll have a quick chat with Nessie, and much like you've seen me transfer into like the wolf or the raven, you run and see me jump. But this time I jump and I end up looking a lot like Nessie, and then I actually land in the water and take off underwater at a great rate of knots, going to find Nessie.
Like a minute, Nessie?
Like, is he gonna go fuck Nessie?
You what?
Is he gonna go fuck Nessie?
I have a swim speed. Who said Nessie? Nessie can consent.
Give me an investigation check then.
Nessie is awakened, I mean.
Sorry, what check was that?
Investigation, as you're now looking around for Nessie.
Oh, I find Nessie. I find Nessie with a nat 20 for a total of 21.
You go to like the middle of the lake, into the depths, where it was pretty well pitch black, save for a few little bits of light coming through from the top of the icy water. Eventually, you see a pair of eyes lock onto you. You recognize this as Nessie. Nessie does not recognize you.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Nessie turns, sees you. You can see its eyes gleaming as little as what you can see. Just little flashes of light. And then starts to go at you. Give me a dex save.
Oh.
While I'm doing my dex save, I'm going to be trying to use my Tolbin, what did I get on the dex save there? That's not bad. An 18 on the dex save.
Okay, as this big toothy mouth comes screaming in at you, you just dart out the way. What form is Tolbin in at the moment? Looking like Nessie or a little bit different? Just so I can...
Very, very much like Nessie, but like a few green leaves to identify like it's me. I've always got some leafage on me in any of the forms I'm in.
Okay. Darts it aside. Nessie goes flying past you, stops for a second, turns. Comes back for a second go.
I'm gonna use my white scale like communication and be like, Nessie, it's me, Tolbin.
Nessie pulls up short right in front of you.
Here he comes. He's just realised that his son's going to hear that voice. Yes!
Oh, they've all heard stupid voices like that. I'm more worried about my wife giving me a hard time later.
Give her one.
Is that you? You look different. What's happened? Are you dead?
No, Nessie, I can take your form. It's a bit like the scary druid, but I'm not scary. I can just do cool shit like.
It's a bit small. You're a bit tiny.
I'm still learning. I'm I'm only just getting my gills. You know.
Yeah, nice one. You could be a tasty fish. If I was hungry though, you'd be fucking dead.
Yeah. I'm pretty agile though. I
mean, so I saw. Good job.
Yeah, I can duck and weave and dodge and duck and dodge.
What brings it down to the depths?
It's the first time back in Bremen in a little, and I wanted to come say hello and see how you're going. I mean, we caught up quickly before, but there was all like a kerfuffle with people falling overboard, and oh, what a drama that was. But
Oh, it's great fun. They want to have another go? It sounds like it's a good time to me.
no, I think they have some sort of post-traumatic stress disorder about it, so probably give it a miss for a little bit. But hey, I told you we'd check in on you when we dealt with the the bad druid, and the first time we met, I said I'd look out for you and make sure you're good, and I want to make sure the Fists of Bremen, we're good to our word. We know when we need you in the future, you'll be there for us, and we're just checking in to make sure you're good now.
Oh, always.
Barry White starts playing in the background.
We're going to play good druid and bad druid.
No, always looking out for you guys. You guys let me not get dead, which is helpful. And thanks for that. I still terrorize a couple of things here and there, so people know to stay the hell away from me.
Excellent.
A few boats get a few teeth stuck in them, just so have some evidence that I've been around. And
Yeah.
I owe it to you guys. Are you on your own, or
You're enjoying that. As long as you're enjoying that.
having a great time? I'm the biggest fish in the sea.
Excellent. That's exactly what I want to hear. Speaking of fish, do you want to teach me how to maybe catch a fish when in this form, so I can, maybe catch a fish, take it back up for my friends, for the rest of the group?
Oh yeah, so what's this? You just gotta go at it and then go hump. Ready? Go.
Yeah. What would that sound I need to do?
Hump.
Give it a huck to it? Is that what you...
No,
catch a fish?
It's under the water is hump, and then you come up to the surface and you go, "Puh," and then you eat it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's really clear. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So it's ready?
Let's do it.
And go. Make a survival check.
Survival check.
Like a hook to it.
That's not bad. My last 3 rolls, I did a 21 and 18, and now a 17 for a survival check. I'm due for a bunch of nat 1s when we go into combat later, for sure.
Nessie goes down towards this school of fish. These big, ugly-looking knucklehead trout. He kind of goes behind them to push them towards you, and you manage to just chomp onto one of the smaller ones at the tail end of the school of fish. And now you have one in your mouth. And Nessie turns around. Oh my god! Tolbin, in your first try. Good job. Good hawk.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Great feature. I had a great feature.
Yeah, don't let go. Don't let go. You let go.
It's still there.
There you go.
I still got it. I had some beer.
Okay, now you just go hump.
I got a hurt.
Yeah, hump. And then eat it. Yeah, hump. And then
Beer. No, I'm going to cook it.
what? Tolbin, that's disgusting. That's doing it wrong. What are you doing here if you're not going to do it the right way, Tolbin?
Tolbin swallows due to peer pressure.
See? This plesiosaur is just looking at you like the biggest, he's going to love it? He's going to love it? Is it good? Did you like it?
I'm gonna roll a d20, and on an odd I like it, and on an even I don't.
And also
I have
need
a
a
question.
con check, please.
I liked it. It was a 15. I liked it. There you go. And a con save, did you say?
Yep.
I have a question, DM.
Yep.
When he wild shakes back into Tolbin, does the fish stay the same size, or?
I got an 8 on my con save.
Okay, cool. So, you like it? Great.
Well, it's delicious. Yeah.
Yes. See, it's good. And there's plenty more fish in the sea, but leave some for me, yes?
Oh, definitely, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a delicate ecosystem. You've got to really let it all balance out the whole time.
All right.
Not too much, Tolbin, not too much. There's
No,
knuckleheads
whenever-
upstairs. Try to take all the fish out. There's none left for me. There'll be none left for you.
That's not good at all.
Nessie the Eco Warrior.
Where's the friends? They can't swim?
No, they've got worthless land legs. Ugh, rubbish people.
Knuckleheads.
Rubbish. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, Nessie, it's been a delight. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're sinking your teeth into some boats. I'm gonna grab one more fish and head up to the top and make sure my friends are fed for the day. I mean, I'm down with this raw fish business. Feels very
Exotic.
Japanese. But they're a bit rubbish. I'll take them. They can cook it up.
Fantastic. Well, Okay, let's go. Ready? And go. Give me another survival check.
Oh, that's not bad. 13 for a total of 19.
You pull up a fish. You feel a bit more confident now. You get the next bigger fish. Now you've got a fish that's got a chomp out of it, slowly sinking into the depths, and one that you just sunk your teeth into.
Yeah. Bye, Nessie. Bye. I'll
See you,
see
Tolbin.
you.
Goodbye. See ya.
Take that bad boy back up to the top and give it the old.
What
Oh,
else?
Jesus.
Spit out that
You have
thing.
to spit all over it?
You're welcome.
That's the only way to do it.
A little bit of inspiration card for creative thinking and just cool factor for Tolbin. Which would be your prize of choice?
Can you reread them for me? I'm struggling to see them on the
Yes,
screen.
it is the void,
Yeah.
the skull,
Yeah.
the flames,
Yeah.
and the jester.
Let's take the skull for the poor fish head.
Skull
It'll be
for
sinking
the
to the
win.
bottom of the lake.
Okay, Dex. Skull. There it is.
I don't want to say that we have like an anchor character for this game, but our anchor character for this game is definitely Nessie. If anything happens to Nessie, there will be dramas.
There
Don't
you
give
go.
him ideas or even a reason to kill Nessie off.
So this skull card, as an action, you can surround yourself with a shroud of death. Until the start of your next turn, any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you takes 1d6 necrotic.
That's pretty cool. That's
New
very
card revealed is the Knight card.
cool. Nice.
That
Alright.
one gives you a good night's sleep.
Yeah, as I come up, I give it the old pert, and then I kind of waddle out of the water and change back into Tolbin and give it a bit of a flick of the hair and pick up my fish and go and find the rest of the group.
Okay. What are the rest of the group been doing in the time?
No, so so seriously, I reckon, like, do you think he's gonna fuck Nessie? Like, just the entire time?
He's been down there a while.
I mean, and I haven't really seen him hit on anyone in the party or anyone when we've been out and about, so, I mean, I don't know how long it's been for him. He might...
Well, he probably won't say anything about it when he gets back, so I guess we'll always be wondering.
I mean, I do have Zone of Truth. Anyway, you said, this is where you guys met? And you met a guy with an awesome mustache?
Yeah, speaking of which, well, we should probably find somewhere for B to rest up, but I'm thinking of a particular person's house. Well, perhaps I wanted to catch up with Impa and just say hi and
Check in.
probably awkwardly stand there for a bit and then leave.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
mean-
The kids loved the kitty. Lean on that too. I mean, it's Impa. Surely she'll open the house again. She was always very accommodating.
So yeah, DM basically don't want to make a massive thing, I guess, of it, but he'd definitely stop in and just say hi, and obviously probably see if Beatrice can crash on the couch until we figure out what we're doing. But yeah, just to kind of do that and then go on our way. But yeah.
You track down the House of Rome, and as you approach the front door, you look over to your left and you get that wash of memory of the last time you saw Bosforama strung up in this web of icicles pierced everywhere. It's the last kind of image that just pops in before you knock at the door. And there's no answer.
Are there lights on?
No light inside. It is completely dark, completely silent.
Can I pick the lock? I'll check if the door is unlocked first.
Okay. The door is locked.
I will pick the lock.
Alright, go for it.
What do I do? What do you roll? Dex with proficiency?
Proficiency, yeah.
Alright, so that would be sleight of hand.
Guidance.
Equivalent. Ooh. Plus a d4. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Huge.
28.
Yeah, easily done. I mean, they're not expecting a lot of crime in Bremen, so the lock comes apart fairly quickly and easily in your skilled hands.
I'm sure she won't mind. What time of day is it?
It's a very late afternoon.
Late afternoon, okay. Well, it's strange that she's not here, but
Is there anyone else in town that she might be with, or?
You asking me, or no? You're asking Greycold.
I was asking the party.
If she did she have any like jewelry that she wore that we would be aware of?
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'll cast.
She had her little hat thing.
That's it. I'll
The
cast a
little hat.
locate object on her hat. Hey, look. I mean, let's. Why don't we just check out where that hat of hers is? I'll just check out where it is. She's within 1,000 feet. We can find her.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys worried about her?
Locate object on her hat.
There is no ping from locate object.
Hey,
when we walked into town, was anyone around?
Yeah, there's people everywhere. There's like fishermen coming in from the water, and there's a bit of hustle and bustle in the 5 Tavern Centre.
Why don't you guys check out the house and see if there's anything amiss inside? Look, I'm drawing a bit of a blank at the moment. Maybe it's just a bit. Maybe we're a bit far away from. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go and have a walk around, see if I can find anything.
Yeah, wasn't there anyone that like? I mean, does she have, like you said she has children. Was there anyone that the children spent time with when Impa was with you, or that might know where she's gone off to?
There was people we left the children with when she was with us. Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Well,
check them first.
Remind me, Dan, of that person's name you're referring to.
I thought you were going to remember.
Oh, I have a situation, but I can't remember their name.
All right, let's go back. Okay, to the Blue Clam. That's not it. Orcs took Dasher. That's not it.
Hang on, I can find it.
Speaker is possibly Zentarum. We're getting there. Battle time, Impa down. B just fills us in.
All I need to recall was, did she live with them or next door or something down the street?
Next door.
Okay, that's
I
all
do remember it was next door.
Yep. Okay. So you go to the next door, you knock, and eventually, a tiny little old lady opens the door. Hello. What's happened? Everything all right? Who are you? You look familiar.
We're looking for Impa.
Impa? She's not here, love. She left a few days ago.
Or where? We are friends.
Friends? She left for Brinchenda with Cora. There was a lot of hullabaloo about the Council of Speakers needing to get together, and, well, you know, maybe you don't know that the Speaker Shalescar wound up dead a few weeks back.
No.
Are there any speakers who aren't dead at this stage?
Well, who's in charge of the town now?
Well, I think that's what Impa and Cora were going to confirm, and we all had a meeting in the town square a week or so ago, and both of them had all our votes, and so it's up to them how they want to decide who runs this place or who is the speaker representative in the Council of Speakers over in Brinchand.
So
where are the kids?
she took those Lincoln Zelda with her. She came back different after she went with you. And she looks at you now because you're very different, Jorgen. She's like, she went with you and you. And Tolbin, dear, she went with you too. And I don't know this one.
I guess that's why we're surprised. She was
Yeah.
keen to return to family life, and yeah, now she's off traveling the roads again. At least she has family with her.
Indeed, she came back very connected, very worried about her children, and didn't want to leave them out of her sight, not for a fraction of a second.
Well,
Anything I can get you, Diz? Otherwise, it's getting late.
Do you have a spare couch or bed for Beatrice here? She was. You'll recognize her, perhaps, if you did the rest of us. She was in our party when we were with Impa, and she's the cold has gotten to her. And
Oh, by all means, bring her inside. I will look after her and get her back into good shape. And you take her in and lay her across. I mean, it's not a well-furnished home, but there is a stretcher there you can lay her out on, and Bea just kind of curls up, rolls over, and you can see her just shivering in the cold. But with a warm fire inside, it doesn't take too long for her to start to feel that heat.
thank you for your help. It's most hospitable of you. We really appreciate it. Let her know we're going to bring Shanda. And for your trouble, and I'll press 2 gold pieces into her hands.
Oh, it's not necessary, ma'am. It's quite all right. It's in my nature. It's who I am. She doesn't give back to you though. She just holds onto it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. My friends told me what happened here before they left. I'm sure they'd want to visit. Was Boss Ramos buried somewhere nearby? They'd like to visit him.
We didn't do a burial. He was very proud, and instead he asked to be cremated. And as far as I know, Impa keeps part of him with her at all times now.
I out of character. This is what I want to say. Is, did they save the mustache?
Yes, it just peeled right off.
I thought you were going to go dig him up. I have some questions.
did Impa happen to get a delivery a few days ago?
Delivery?
Yeah, it might have smelt a little bit.
Oh my, yes, she did. That crazy young woman brought her back a sack with... do you know what was in that? Did you deliver that thing? Was that your doing? It was you. That was most foul, most horrifying. The kids couldn't sleep for 2 days afterwards.
I didn't know the kids would see it. That was not the plan.
Well,
No,
she just
it
kind
was-
of like tipped it out in front of her on a doorstep.
Was it Tali? Tali did. Fuck it.
I mean, the message was nice and good, I guess. It gave Impa some closure, but the delivery mechanic was a little bit intense for a young family.
Well, I mistook her for having a bit more tact than she displayed, but anyway.
Too much book smarts, that one, methinks. Not enough street smarts.
Perhaps. So, anyway, you're welcome and sorry.
Can we give you some
I want that on a shirt.
coin to say thank you for looking after our friend and for the inconvenience of the delivery?
It's truly not necessary. As she kind of puts out a hand, just a little bit, like a little subtle hand out, just like it's really not necessary.
I put the paw on top and go, well, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, yes, you've got a big paw hand thing there. Right, well... Tolbin, do you have any carrots nearby?
Well, I mean, now that you mention it, just pull out a carrot.
I might make a carrot stew for your friend Beatrice here when she comes round.
It'd definitely be salty enough.
Oh,
Yeah, these are pungent carrots. This is you won't need.
It's got that little
for this one.
It's got like that little bend in the middle that older carrots get.
well, I'm sure I'll be able to put something together with it. You come back later, and I'm sure Beatrice will be right as rain. And she's
Yes.
big.
Or if not, let her know that we're at Bryn Shander.
Yes, okay, Bryn Shander. That's quite a ways from here, but I'm sure.
Is it travelable within the same day? You thinking it's late afternoon, evening?
How far is it, DM?
Well, that's probably it's not going to make it today. You'll be able to get there in a day, but probably not today.
Well, why don't we... I mean, I'm sure Impa wouldn't mind. Or Tolbin, do you have a home here? Can we stay at your place?
I mean, I've got my house here. Boz slept on the couch many times. There's not a lot of beds, but I could definitely get the fire stoked, and we could definitely crash for the night. Yeah, we can do that.
I mean,
Go ahead.
no, you go.
The woman just like, well, that sounds mighty fine of you, Tolbin, and look, I'll look after Beatrice here, and it's getting cold inside now, and she starts to close the door and wave you all away.
I'll like as everyone's taken the hint and they're taking off. I'm guessing. I'll just step back and my heel goes in the door, and I'll hand her like 7 gold pieces because that would make a nice round number. That's what I like. And I'll just say to her, I'll say, "So you look after Beatrice now. She when she wakes up first thing, she can be quite grumpy. So don't be asking too many things of her. And she likes, and I'll just be like crapping on about like all the things I've picked up about Beatrice over the months. Like she likes this kind of food and like tea, black." Not with anything else.
Yep.
No, don't even offer her milk. She'll burn your house down. But I'll basically be like, yeah, take extra good care of her, and we'll be back.
I will do the absolute best care I can, and then honestly, this coin is just not necessary. She says she takes it and puts it in her pocket.
Yes, I can see that. It is appreciated.
With my passive insight of 1,000,002, the vibe just watching that interaction of Greykov. What's the vibe that I'm picking up from Greykov regarding Beatrice? Because I know a little bit about what's going on with him, but I want to see what his feelings are towards Beatrice.
All right.
Or I'm happy to roll an insight check to be actively insightful.
I think any kind of insight. Yeah, this is something you're trying to actively pick up. Make an insight check.
Okay, I will also add a d4 to myself, unless I roll on that one, in which case it won't matter. But I will take that d4. Alright, so 15.
Okay. How the hell do I do a challenge for that?
Well, I was thinking like because I'm not trying to deceive, but I don't think I'm trying to do it stealthily. So maybe do I use stealth? But that's a bit OP compared to.
Yeah, that works.
I know what it is.
What do you reckon? 30 to your stealth, right?
Yeah, 40, I think.
I think it's a 1,000,003.
Yeah.
What do you, Dan? DM to DM, would that make sense? A insight versus stealth? Or deception?
Stealth? No, because he said he's not trying to hide it.
Well,
So it'd usually be a persuasion, or I mean, if he wasn't trying to hide anything, it wouldn't be. a role at all.
You know,
but if he's
I think
trying
it would be deception because I'm trying to just tell her, but no one else. So it's deceptive in its nature. So I'll go with deception. I only get +3 for that. Sorry, +30. Yeah, and I rolled 10.
$1,000,001.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 7. So
I'm happy for Jared to message me privately about it so that I'm aware, but nobody else in the party is.
I'll leave you two to resolve that bit of information as long as I'm in the loop.
Sure. All right. Yeah.
Okay. As you turn on your heel and start to make your way down the streets towards Tolbin's house, you see within the 5 Tavern Centre, it's getting quite busy now as all the fishermen have come in after a hard day on the ice and starting to relax for the evening. You know, Tolbin, your favourite place right in the middle there, Stone's Tavern. It's probably the most popular place in Bremen.
Yep, right next to Stone's Wench House. I mean, we could stop in, stick this fish in the ice, and we could stop in for a quick brew. If if anyone else is interested in such a thing.
I mean, it's been a really big couple of days. I mean, everyone's got a lot of stuff to process, so let's blow off a little bit of steam, I think.
Hey, what happens if you get drunk and then Mylorna takes over? Is Mylorna drunk?
I don't know. Let's. But I really want to drink.
Let's fuck around and find out.
As you start oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, let's do it. You know what? First round's on Jorgen because he suggested let's get me drunk and see what happens.
As you are started to get closer to the Stones Tavern, Tolbin, you just run home, put this fish on ice, or you just leave it out the front?
I mean, if it's not too far, I'll just throw it at my house, make sure it's safe, because I don't trust it's tough times, people are desperate, might steal my fish. As you start to leave the party at the front of the tavern and take off towards your house, the dog that's been following you for a while just sits on its hindquarters, looks up at you and just starts whining as you're carrying around this fish.
Where'd this dog come from?
You saved it from the walker last week.
The sled dog.
Oh, I didn't know it was still with us.
Yeah, Tolbin said follow me.
The worst of this. I told it to come with us. When we get to my place, I'll hack off a chunk of it that would, it's a big fish, right? The knucklehead trout's a big fish. I'll hack off a chunk of it, and I'll set the little bonfire in the hearth and get the house warming up, and I'll get it settled and give it a big chunk of fresh knucklehead fish to gnaw on against the warm fire.
Great. It finds itself quite comfy gnawing on this fish and making a mess in your home while you go back to Stone's Tavern.
It's so gonna shit everywhere.
Yeah, I give it the clear instructions. Bathroom's outside, warmth inside. Close the door behind you.
No dogs on the bed.
Use your thumbs.
No dogs.
As you get back to Stone's Tavern, you open the door. Everyone stops to look at you. One particular character reaches out and puts a big hand on your shoulder, Tolbin, and goes, Tolbin, welcome back, my friend. You've been gone so long, it feels like a lifetime. And we'll take a break there.
Wow.
Back in a few minutes, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for sticking with us. If you missed anything, our VOD will be available after we finish up the broadcast, or over on our YouTube channel next week. If you like the kind of chaos we sow, be sure to hit that follow button and subscribe. We love to see those numbers tick up, and we appreciate every single one. You can also find us on Patreon, where we post one-shots and insights into our campaigns and streams. And check out our podcast, available on Spotify and everywhere you find good podcasts. As always, we love your feedback. Drop us a comment or join our Discord and roll with the Raging Rolls.